What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dom and I have a 2004 Nissan 350Z. This week we're going to be talking a little bit about why people hate the 350 and 370Zs. I've already done a different video where I talk about why I hate my 350Z. This is going to be different than that because I'm going to talk about why everybody in the car community seems to put hate on a 350Z. Going into this, I'm just going to say that I don't hate 350Zs, obviously, and I know that a lot of people are going to have different opinions out there. This is just going to be what I feel like I've heard and the general census of the car community. Starting off with number one, these things sound like a trumpet, especially when you straight pipe your Z. Whenever somebody thinks of a 350Z, the first thing that comes to mind is a trumpet blasting down the road. There are so many different exhausts out there, and yeah, cars sound like trumpets sometimes, especially when they're not resonated. And that's why I feel like this car gets so much flack, is because the way it sounds. When you can hear it from a mile away, you know it's gonna be a Z, because some person out there decided to straight pipe their Z and make it the loudest thing in the whole world. The second thing on this list is that people get into this car and immediately think that they're pro drifters. I don't know what goes through their mind, but they get in and they're like, let me go around this corner, let me skirt this corner, do some donuts or something. I've had firsthand experience with this where we've seen a Z crash in Omaha. Flashback to 2021 Supercar Saturday where that red Z crashed, took out a sign, and took out a fire hydrant. I don't know what that kid was doing, but that's the image that I feel like a lot of you out there have for 350Zs. Now, we're not as bad as the Mustang, but we still are pretty high up there when it comes to crashing, sliding around corners uncontrollably, and hitting things or people that we're not supposed to. The third thing on this list is that it's not fast enough. I've heard this multiple times. I've had people tell me that my car is not fast enough. I know it's not fast enough. It's a 350Z. It's not supposed to be super fast. If you want to make them fast, they are great platforms to do that, but they look a lot faster than they actually are. The HR motors put out more power than the DE does, and they rev to a higher rev limiter, but still they're not as fast as they look. The fourth thing on this list is that it's not an STI. You get your Subi boys from all over the place saying, you should have gotten an STI, you should have gotten WRX, you should have gotten this or that. We didn't. We got a 350Z because we like the way it looks, we like the way it drives, we even like the way it sounds. Not everybody is gonna like an STI, and you will get an all-wheel drive boosted platform like you will with an STI compared to a Z. It's definitely gonna handle a little bit better, but there's just so much more difference between the WRX STI and a 350Z. And again, if you wanna dump 10 grand into the Z, you can boost it. You can make the suspension super great and have it handle around corners amazingly. But just because it's not an STI doesn't mean that this platform is not good. All right, and the fifth and final thing on this list is that everybody and their mom has one of these cars. Usually it's the burnt orange with automatic transmission and super low miles. But you know what? That's what makes these cars special. Ranging in price and find exactly what you want because it is a popular car out there. People want to own these cars. They want to build them, they want to track them, they want to stance them. That makes aftermarket parts more readily available all around the world. I don't live in California, but from what I've seen, they're very, very common throughout California. Here in Nebraska, you don't see them as often, but they still are common enough. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like. Also remember that this was just a fun video to make fun of the Z and the way that people look at it. It's just like the Mustang, people bash on it all the time. Each car is gonna be this way. People are gonna hate it just to hate. Gotta make sure to not listen to those types of people. Your car is yours because the way you want to modify it. You like it for the reasons that you want to like it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and come back next week for another 350Z or a Jeep video, and I'll see you in the next one.